morning. After a 2-day break, we are on the bike again, getting closer to the border. This is not the port of entry that we're gonna take. We're gonna take one further west, just to avoid some of the hills, and it's a little bit shorter for the day. Weather looks interesting again. Hoping for luck. We stay dry. We have north wind, so with my rest day I did kind of waste a better wind day. Tough luck, I say. It was still a great time to rest. I stayed with an awesome Airbnb host for 2 nights and it was just awesome. Definitely recommend them. That was Pia, if you find them, in, I cannot pronounce the town. Check out the description of the video where I start today. Let's try it. Bottineau, I think, was the town. Going out of town this morning, the road there was a little bit busy. Everybody getting to work or starting their work. Now I was hoping to be more on the side road. Maybe it's not the truth. So I said we have some north winds. We have some north winds that we have to fight. With a decent amount of, a little amount of west wind too. So our route today is a bit north, probably 1/3 north and 2/3 west. So not gonna be a totally easy day. Shouldn't be the most worst day, but who knows. Still hoping those clouds there that are kind of intimidating are just that little visual accent. So with that, I would like to say good morning, day 19, and all the trucks. Behind me are the Turtle Hills, a nice, really nice area. That's also where the International Peace Garden is in. So my warm shower host yesterday took me into the hills, showed me the Peace Garden. We also went up. Right here is a lookout place where you can do stargazing, and there's an equinox gauge kind of thing with Jiggy. Forgot what it's called. It's a pretty amazing region here, and not something you would expect in North Dakota. Well, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna go around it, and this is still the Carberry crossing. We're gonna skip that one and go to the next crossing. And so I think the clouds have moved east, so I think we got lucky with the rain. Thank you! The wind? Yeah, I mean, it's not optimal. We are getting a workout here that keeps us warm. But it's okay. We're gonna make it. So today is the exciting day to go into Canada. It has a bar, a gas station, a bank. It's a really nice small town that looks really nice and active still. They're gonna have their 120th birthday, I think. Yeah, 125th birthday this weekend. So there were some stuff already set up for it. It's a pretty cool town. They have a nice, beautiful park with a toilet and shelter. So I stopped there briefly for a break. Right here they have an old fire truck, which is, they have also a nice fire station out there too. So that's a really nice town. Beautiful. Welcome to the oil pump land. Here are rusty oil tanks and the pump all over the fields. But the thing that I really noticed is there are no signs about how oil pumps are a stupid idea or anything like that out in the countryside. While riding across the country, whenever you come on solar fields or wind farms, there are always some people that are very vocal against that. And I'm not totally sure. They're like, how is a windmill worse than a pump in your field? I mean, both are intrusive on your farming because you have the object there. I don't know. The one thing is that with the oil you're pumping some stuff out of the ground that is somewhat nasty, and when that spills all around your farmland, that gets nasty too, the oil. And also by the pumps I noticed that there's a generator running or something burning diesel or oil, so it definitely does directly at that location even cause some CO2 exposure and stuff. So I don't know, I don't get that. Reasoning, because most people don't put any reasoning on it, they just say it's stupid. But why is it stupid? Do a nice A-B comparison for me so I understand that. Thank you! Anyway, continue on here for a few more miles here into the US. We are going straight west, making some miles, and then eventually hook up against the wind here into Canada. See you down the road. going downhill. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna put that away so I can take some speed. See you up the road on the other side of this lake. Oh, we're here. Up there's the Canadian border. I don't think I'm supposed to record, so I am just gonna get my passport out and prep to go through there. So see you on the other side. Bye bye. After a long discussion at the border about my financial independence, that I have plenty of money to leave the country again, I guess, they let me through. So I'm now in Manitoba. So yeah, when you do a bike tour and you want to cycle into Canada, know a few things: your route, your next stop, so you can answer that. And they really want to know that you have plenty of money, that you don't become a burden here. So tell them what you have, that you have cash, credit cards, that you have savings at home and stuff like that. Yeah, probably should have just been more out right away. Not used to talking about money too much. Yeah, so we are now in Manitoba, Canada. I need to set up my phone to use the right data plan, and then it goes full against the wind. The air smells totally the same. So yeah, borders are human-made. So on the nature side you don't see much difference besides signs, maybe the road, or anything else that's human-made. See you down the road in Canada. Weird thing is the oil derricks look all a little bit nicer maintained or newer. Wonder what this is all about. So it's not just an American thing to have flags on top of cranes. So here in Canada they do that apparently as well. So yeah, it's kind of weird here. It's pretty much the same as in the US. The roads are just, we're really rural, so you're gonna expect these roads here. Yeah, it was really interesting going into the US, so going into Canada. As I mentioned, one thing was he really wanted to make sure that I had monetary funds to support myself, and the other thing that confused a little bit was I was at the International Gardens. So when I entered the US again, that puts automatically an exit of Canada into their system as well. So the US immigration and Canada immigration systems are extremely tied together. They can really know what's going on. So when he asked me when I was last in Canada, I was telling him about my last ride last year at New York, going from the Peace Bridge at Niagara Falls into Canada and out on the Peace Bridge to Buffalo, and that didn't quite match because of the Peace Garden entry into the US, which marks it as an exit out of Canada, even though I never was in Canada. So yeah, I didn't do anything wrong. I just didn't quite away mention that. So probably if you do something like that, mention that, because their system is so integrated with each other, the US and the Canadian, and the Peace Garden kind of is a weird situation, because you're leaving Canada, you're leaving the US when you go into the Peace Garden, but officially you don't enter Canada. So yeah, no big problem. He just was a little stunned too, because he never had a pedestrian crossing or bicycle crossing at his border, which I am not surprised. We're in the middle of nowhere here. To cross there by foot would be even more extreme than by bike. And yeah, I said, don't expect many cyclists here. But yeah, this is a beautiful, quiet road again. So far I like it. Oh, another thing, yes. I really had to hold myself back because, yeah, he was saying A right away as well, the border border officer. So yeah, typical Canadian thing. But then again, my accent is extremely horrible, right? So see you down the road. I don't know, it's kind of still surreal. Maybe it's the newness, but it seems like I'm riding through a park here. The trees here, birds, so quiet. High time. Really enjoying it right now a lot. Yeah, always ups and down. Going against the wind earlier was tougher too, so I'm not going against the wind now. That might do a difference too. But yeah, just beautiful, beautiful. Yoo-hoo! Pearson is our campsite option. Antler is the US again. So we are at the height of the next border crossing here. Because this road is the furthest road that's closest to the border. Okay, different said. It's the southernmost road that's asphalted here in Canada.
Take the next right.
So right now it's 2:17. Pearson is like, what away? Let me check. 8.7 miles away.
Now turn right onto Pierre
Easily doable today. So might consider doing a push a little bit, so we don't have to do as many miles.
Follow this way for 8.2 miles.
Shit, 8 miles. Maybe I changed my mind. Okay, so what I was saying, if we do more miles today, we have a more reasonable day tomorrow. But if that's 8 miles against the headwind here again, we'll see. Okay, here are a little bit older pumps. Hey, moo-moos! Moo! Oh, why they're like jumping around. Moo! They really don't want to be around me. Interesting. highway here. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, so we are in Pearson. It's a beautiful, the first town that I really went to. Checked out the campground, and it was a cool campground for 20 squid. They had water, fire, everything. I didn't find the toilet at that campground. It's also only 4 o'clock, so I want to push a little bit further. And a guy was coming saying like, hey, as I was leaving and going through town at the gas station, a guy was greeting me, talking to me, and offering me his some property to stay there. I was asking if he's going to be there, and he wasn't going to be there. So if I would have socialized with him, that would be a different story. But just to stay night yet, it's a little bit too early here for me. So I'm going to push on a little bit further. But super nice. And the other interesting part is he was saying that a guy from France just 2 days ago or so was going through here west. So interesting. Of course he is now past Estevan, and I don't know which way he is gonna go, if he's going the lower route, upper route, or whatever route. Would have been cool to hook up with him a little bit, talk to him or whatever. Yeah, that's definitely cool. So I was not expecting to see other cyclists. So apparently there is a chance, which is awesome. I think definitely awesome. If it happens, don't know. I'm not a fast cyclist. I don't know which route he is going, and so on and so on and so on. It's pretty much pure luck. Anyway, so now we are going back here onto the big road. This is my first experience of riding on a busy road, and there are 2 towns coming up in 1 hour and a little less than 2 hours. I'll see how they are for camping. See you down the road. I'm gonna have my first Canadian train here, passing from behind. There he is. Is slow enough for me to jump on and ride it. So now that the train is gone, I can finally talk. There we go into the second, well actually it's this trip the second, and overall it's the third province, Saskatchewan. We're gonna figure out the land of living skies, what that is all about. So bye bye and hello new province. Let's go. So this wraps up our day 19, is it? Let me double check. Yep, day 19. and we are staying here in Carievale, Saskatchewan. Set up my tent here in the shelter. I did a little bit of ham radio operation on single sideband, and did actually get a couple of QSOs successfully done. Let me go on single sideband. Let me go ahead, and I don't know if you can see that easily. Right here's the phone. So we got two in California and one over in Vancouver. So just to tell you a little bit about them, the second one, N6JW, he was bicycle mobile apparently, running 100 watts though, so I'm only running 5 watts, but he got me, so that was kind of a bicycle to bicycle QSO there. I'm not bicycle mobile, I'm just bicycle portable. Yeah, altogether we dragged this stuff here now about 900 miles. The other interesting station was VE7MGU. He is from British Columbia by Vancouver, and he was saying maybe I should stop by. He was asking if I had a VHF radio, and I'm not really into VHF, but I mentioned to him that he can just find my email address at the QR set page. So we'll see if he is gonna do that and contact me, because I didn't see his email address there. So over there is the bathroom of our campsite. It's a flushable toilet on it. It doesn't have light in it though, or no sink, but we have a faucet over here. Yeah, pretty nice park really. The problem was I had to get the bathroom unlocked, so I needed to call them to unlock it. So there are little riding horses. Let's stay off that. There's a swing set. I could go ahead and swing. I'm already cold enough though, so I'm gonna skip that part. Gonna go to the bathroom, I think, and call it a day and hide away. Yeah, what I still need to do is take down the antenna here. So anyway, I'm rambling way too much. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna ride to Estefan, and there the campsites are really outside of town, and it's more kind of a resort kind of a thing, magic or something. So I think I'm just gonna go with hotels there, and then comes the final decision to go diagonally up or straight across. And some people in the restaurant here where I was eating were yapping a lot about everything. I couldn't follow too much, but the diagonal street is pretty busy and won't be an enjoyment. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning forward just to go horizontally the closest to the border, at least give it a shot. I can move up a little bit later. Anyway, there's the moon and the antenna. Good night. See you tomorrow.